Hi, Joe Cerrone.
Hey, Alan Rosen.
Welcome to our weekly Zoom meeting for CAD 117. This week, we're going to cover Module 2, Lab 2. It covers the textbook Chapter 2 from Technical Drawing 101 and Chapter 2 from Creating Primitives in Solids from AutoCAD and its Applications Advanced. And so if we look at our sequence of topics, just as a what am I supposed to be doing kind of thing, we are at Chapter 2, which talks about traditional drawing tools, which we're working with CAD, so we kind of morphed it into the assignment that we have where we mix multi-view drawing with 3D, and it's really better. And so that's how we're following it, these two textbooks. These are the Zoom videos from last week where we created the front door. I added those actually last night. Some people were asking how to do some of the drawings, so I put those in there. Module 1 is due next week. So the drawings from Module 1 are due next week. And we're going to go right into the content for Module 2. Module 2 covers traditional drawing tools, and there is a PowerPoint, and I'll open that in a minute. The PowerPoint talks about different views of a drawing, and so I put this three-dimensional school bus because it kind of relates to the drawing and to the lecture. So there's no assignment with it, but it's kind of cool. We can download the bus and look at it in different views and talk about multi-view drawing. And so here's the lecture. I recorded it last semester. Here's the drawing assignments. And so the multi-view grid sheet, if we click on that, you have to download that and then open it. And it's just a grid sheet in which we're going to do these different drawings on. And so if I look at the drawings that I've completed, this is how we'll make those drawings. And then we'll take those drawings and make them into 3D, which is even cooler, or at least it kind of ties them all together. Because nowadays, if you can model the part, you can generate the two-dimensional drawings. So it's kind of a moot point to talk about drawing these things with pencils other than from a standpoint of understanding how the industry works. Switching back over to our lecture, Module 2. So that's the grid sheet. You'll need to download that like I did. And then here's the lecture on how to draw those. And so if I play that briefly, I'll go through and I'll demonstrate the multi-view lecture. And these are the assignments. You can use these little tags to actually download the title blocks. The author was quite good, but everything's in D2L. And so that's that. And then here's the PDF of the exercises. It's not super perfect, but it's workable. Here's a web page on how to do the labs. And so this one actually goes through and shows you how to do the actual drawings. "15-minute video, it's not bad. And I just do the first 3 of them. Back to the module. And here's a PowerPoint that we'll look at tonight. We'll look at the 2 PowerPoints tonight, and then we'll open things up for questions. And there is a bonus, which is more work. So if you're like me, sometimes I just like to be busy and I start cranking out these models And then I'm like, I like this, I'm going to do more. And so if you want to do more models, there's some bonus models, and there's more in the textbook too. So if you have the textbook, there are a lot of different drawing assignments. Okay, that's the assignment. And what I think I'll do is I'm going to end the recording, and then we can start a second recording so that if anybody just wants to review the assignment. So the assignment for the week is Module 2. Module 2 will be due February 10th at 11:30 p.m. Per our recording, we've outlined how to do the lab, and I'm going to post the recording after I open it up and see if there's anything else that I need to include in this recording. Anything I need to include, Al?
Just to make sure they understand that if the grid is set up as the pictures also, so each square is certain size. And that's how you trace it or take it, literally put it on your grid paper.
Right, definitely. And we'll go into the nuts and bolts of it. But as far as assignments go and things like that,
Perfect.
Module 2, following the outline of topics,
Everything's fine. Perfect.
using the 2 textbooks, good enough. All right, so I'm going to stop the recording so that anybody who wants to just view the recording, it'll be probably a 10-minute or less recording.